I've always tried to be as supporting as I can be with every new venture with Gatchaman, and knowing that there was going to be a major investment into that 100-something episodes of the show to present them as they were, the original scripts intact, the original names and presentation, going back to the name Gatchaman. This is really the original undiluted, Seven's Arc 7'd version of this thing. As much as I love the American version, and I do, there's so much more at the core of where this came from. This thing was so pure and perfect in its invention in 1973, I believe. There's a certain style to the 70s version of it that has a context and a feel that's very surreal, very striking. It takes you to someplace different. It's not going to be the same as modern anime. There's something to that 70s anime that has just an incredible vibrancy and energy that's so powerful and striking and vicious. You can feel something's very different with the show. There's a look to the faces and energy, just when the faces would scream at one another, the way that their expressions would vibrate, the anger that was in the eyebrows of Mark and Jason. It's just, it's electric, and it's something that really captivated me as a kid. There's a certain quality of the line drawing and in sort of the inking of the characters that has a grit to it that in a way has been cleaned out of animation in anime for the 30 years since. The stuff has become much more refined, and so you don't have this certain kind of dirtiness to the look of the artwork, but that's so much a quality of the artwork that it, in a way, looks hand-drawn, and that's so nice in the way it comes across. I would still say that Gatchaman is edgier than most of the television animation you will have seen. The illustration for the cover of the box set is much like the first illustration I was thinking of doing for Battle Planets back when I was penciling out in the mid-90s. I had done this design not knowing where it could ever fall, not knowing if it would be a book cover or what have you. I just knew there was this image I wanted to do of just studying the faces of the lead characters out of costume and then flowing into an action shot of them. And somewhere it had to take form, and it just took a number of years before that opportunity came through ADV. And getting the contact to do this, I knew immediately what image it had to be. It was already there on the page to say, okay, this is finally where this piece is going to come to life. When I interpret normal superheroes from either DC or Marvel Comics, it's always to make it seem like it's very much in a human skin in a way that I'm taking whatever exaggerated details might have been there through many artist versions of them and making them seem as realistic as possible. Here with Gatchaman, I don't want to lose any amount of the exaggeration of either the hairstyle or the faces, the size of their eyes, and this is just not normal for my normal artwork. And getting in this close on their faces, studying that tightly, is something that I wanted to examine with appreciation, to sort of hand off maybe the appreciation that I have so that people can see like something special in the way of their design, just as faces, just as people. So, I mean, I can do a million different illustrations of them in costume and you see what's different about the costumes, but there's something more critical to the human equation. I don't want to have them be reworked through my interpretation of them. I want to see them as they were. And my involvement demands that you get a little bit more color and rendering, but I don't want to have to put my mark on them because, in a way, their mark is plenty cool as it was. Oh, Gatchaman, Gatchaman.